3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Born in the Sin podcast, the greatest real life podcast out there right now. I truly believe that. Thank you guys all for coming back and listening, tuning in. I hope everyone's enjoying the episodes. It's only going to get better from here. It's a learning process. I just started, but I'm enjoying every step of it. So much lessons have been taught already, and I'm embracing them all. And it's fun, and I'm glad you guys are going on this journey with me. Also, if you guys haven't, follow me on social media, Born in the Sin Podcast, on all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it, I'm there. Help me, help you. Let's grow together. Thank you guys so much. And this topic here today, the past couple of days I've been, not necessarily distracted, but I had a purpose and a vision for this podcast, and it was, to share. Part of it was to share my real life experiences, because I feel that by sharing my real life experiences with you guys, maybe some of you guys could relate. Maybe some of you guys are experiencing the same situations that I went through, and it could help you guys out. Because I know most of the time we don't talk about them. We don't talk about personal things or certain situations that happen to us in life. And today I kind of want to share a little more and give you guys where the concept Born in the Sin podcast came about. Because I know there might be a lot of questions like, born in the sin, what does this mean? Is this, far left, far right? No, it's just my life experiences. As a kid, I remember my earliest memory was I was about 2 or 3 years old, I think 3, and I experienced a very traumatic experience, and that was my father getting arrested, and that memory changed the whole perspective of my whole life, the whole dynamic of my whole life. That experience there, I still remember it like if it was yesterday. You could just imagine being such at a young age and not knowing exactly what's going on. It was a very traumatic experience for me. And it really changed my whole life. And so that experience there literally was the roadmap to the rest of my future, the rest of my life. It was my earliest memory. And as a kid, you don't know what's going on, right? You don't know what's going on. All these emotions, you hear all this pain, but you don't understand it. And that was just the opening door to my life. And along the way, it just became, when all that happened, at 3 years old, it just became darkness. And Born in the Sin podcast came from that concept where we're born into sin, meaning that it's from our previous generations that we have no control over. It's just something that we're born into, and we have to accept it. We can't change it. We can't change reality. It's basically back to the saying original sin. It's nothing religious. It's nothing in that concept, but it's just life. It's just life, and what we're born into, we don't have no control over. And that's where the whole concept came about. But to add more to that concept, and to share my experiences, along the journey, it hasn't been good. It's just been, when I use the term darkness, I don't mean like, spiritually, like anything to the extreme. When I mean darkness, I mean like anger, sadness, depression, like just, I do believe in God. I am a spiritual person, and above, but I don't mean anything to the far extreme. I just wanted to make that clear. But along my journey, when that incident happened at 3 years old, it was just darkness that I experienced, and it was all amazing because if you think about the concept in life, to understand the light, you have to understand darkness. And that's why I tell everybody who I run across that embrace it all. Embrace it all. Don't get lost in it, but embrace it, because it's all lessons in life, learning experiences that's going to allow you to grow to the next level. You need to understand darkness to understand the light. And that's the journey that I'm on. So everything that happened as a kid was hard. I shared in the previous episode that, suicidal was a concept of mine at a young age, not knowing the feeling of anger and sadness and abandonment and all of the above. But growing up, it was tough. It was tough, especially knowing your sexual identity at a young age, but not being able to be yourself automatically at such a young age. You're having to hide who you are, right? And you're being somebody else. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that certain lifestyle, and that's fine. Everybody has their choices, and everybody has the right to feel how they want to feel, and I'm nobody to change that, but I have the right to express how I want to feel in my life and my experiences. So yeah, it was challenging. It was really challenging to know at a young age, but automatically knowing that's not accepted, and automatically at a very young age hiding that identity of yourself, right? Your whole life, literally your whole life, 32 years I've been, my identity has been somebody else. You could imagine the damage that does to your mental, physical, everything, emotionally. And so along that journey, there was a lot of pain as a kid, so much pain, growing up poor the way that we did, and just, not having a support, not having a grounded foundation. And, I don't blame nobody. Nobody is to blame for it, because everybody has done the best that they can. And I hope by me sharing this story, I could help somebody else, somebody who at the current moment is going through a tough, dark time and that doesn't see a way out. There is a way out. You just got to embrace these experiences, the life experiences that are given to you, and move forward. That's all what we have to do. Just keep on moving forward. We might not have the best car, the best house, the best family, whatever it is. You just got to embrace what you have, because there's a reason why you have it, and you have to understand that part. So, growing up, it was very challenging. It was a lot of darkness, because everything just fell apart. Nothing was grounded, nothing was a solid foundation. And what family has that? It's very rare. You could have the most of the money, and you could have no money, and you still experience the same thing, just part of life. But this podcast, I hope to get on other topics where I experience substance abuse, near death experiences where I almost died from going down that path about 3 times, and spiritually awakening from those moments. And I'm not saying I'm perfect right now, because I'm not, I'm not, and I'm growing and I'm learning. I'm trying to build a stronger self, and I will get there. And I'm so grateful for this podcast, because it has allowed me to express myself. Finally, I'm sharing this podcast with the world, and I'm no longer hiding who I am or how I feel. And this is a huge step forward. Being brave, but I just want to make sure that I'm clear that, this podcast is not anything, far left, far right. It's just sharing my life experiences and hoping to be able to connect with others and help anybody that I can. So yeah, back to, my growing up. It was challenging at a very young age to know I had to hide who I was, on top of, the parents, and on top of family, and on top of we had to grow up in a whole different light, where it was, we had to basically defend ourselves. We had to fight to live. Literally, we had to fight to live. There wasn't really too much grounded support there. And along that journey, you start dealing with a lot of mental issues. First your identity, then abandonment, then, not being able to fit in and people closing you off. And then you get older and you start latching onto substances because you find that escape. Mentally, you latch onto it because it's like, okay, this feels way better than anything else. And to anybody out there who is dealing with substance abuse, there is help out there. There is help, but you have to get to that point where you say enough is enough. Enough is enough, and I want more for my life. And I found a purpose, and I want to go for the purpose instead of this high. Because that high is only for meanwhile, and it's only going to lead you down the path of darkness even more. You're not going to heal. It's just an escape for a second. And, and that's what happened with me. I, was growing up, and especially, hiding my identity and all the other issues, I latched onto substance abuse. And I found an escape through there because my mind wasn't playing all that loud noise no more. Now I was just escaping from all that. And it was just an escape. I wasn't fixing anything. And it went on for years. It went on for years and years and years and years. And I'm not saying I'm fixed today, but I know I'm way better. And I'm getting better, and I'll get there. And that's what happened along the way. Is just, you're dealing with to find the escape. And I went through a very dark path, but through that path I learned a lot. My near-death experiences, the people I was surrounding myself with, why I was doing that. It was challenging, and I had to lose a lot to get to where I'm at today, but I'm so blessed and thankful of where I'm at today. It was all lessons that I had to learn. And yeah, to anybody out there, just know, I'm always here too to give any advice or any support, because I know when I was going through that, I feel like the most thing that I needed was somebody to just look me in the eyes and say, you got this, you're strong, and you're gonna make it. And to anybody out there who is dealing with this at the current moment, you're gonna make it. Don't sell yourself short. Remember the power you have within yourself. Nobody could break that. You got this. I love you. You're strong. Don't lose yourself for something that's not even worth it. Because some of us go too far down the line and we can't come back. And I have seen that in life. And just know you're worth it. You're worth it. I'm proud of you. I'm so grateful that you're here, and you're gonna make it. That frown is gonna turn upside down, and you're gonna smile very bright, where the whole world is gonna just shine with your brightness. Just don't give up on yourself. Keep on going, and you will make it. So yeah, that was just, a part of my journey, is just, finding when I started latching onto substance abuse and to find that escape. But, with therapy and finding other outlets to help me mentally, because after so many years, you do put damage on your brain, and not necessarily just substance abuse, but just the emotional toll that it takes on your brain. That negative mindset that we put on ourselves is challenging. And you program your brain to think a certain way, and to reprogram that brain, it takes work. Nothing's gonna come easy. Like, the work that I had to put in took a lot. I'm very thankful for meditation. I'm very thankful for, if you guys haven't heard Andrew Huberman, he talks a lot about the neurobiology and helps with these type of topics. And it has helped me tremendously, but it's not going to be easy, you guys. I'm telling you guys right now, and I tell this to my sister, it takes work. Just like when you go to class and you're doing homework and to have turn in essays and all that, it's work. It's not easy. You have to put in the work, and you're going to fail a lot. I failed a lot during that process, but I kept on going, and I didn't quit. You had to educate yourself. You had to practice what you're educating. And it works. It will work, and I promise you, it's not going to happen the next day. You have to be patient with yourself, but you'll get there. And so that was part of my journey on that topic. It wasn't easy. And that's where, I wanted to bring this podcast out, and Born in the Sin podcast, was because I wanted to share my truth, what I truly experienced, what I went through, and the trauma and the pain that I, still kind of go through, actually. But I just want you guys to all know that it's going to get better. There is the light at the end of the tunnel, and we'll all make it. And I don't want you guys to think that this podcast is always going to be like, oh, this is so serious, and not, because I want to laugh. Part of life is to find laughter. That's a huge key component to when you're going through a down time, or when you're feeling depressed and you can't smile. Put on some comedy. Dave Chappelle has always been my key saver. When I'm feeling down or whatever it is, I put on Dave Chappelle and I just start cracking up, and it changes the whole rhythm of your body and your mental, because we just need to laugh, you guys. That's it. We need to laugh. Even at the hardest time, just laugh it off. Believe me when I say it works. It works. But that was just a little part. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, this podcast is gonna get better. I'm just starting. I'm getting my rhythm. And I just want to share with you guys some real life experiences, and hopes that it helps you guys out and that we can move forward. Hopefully the next couple of episodes we have a little laughter and a little comedy. I'm gonna try to bring in some people who really changed my life, and who still are in my life and are making a huge impact on it. And hopefully you guys can get their side. And yeah, just remember, I love each and every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Born in the Sin podcast, one of the greatest real life podcasts out there. Just know it's going to get better within time, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Go support the podcast. Go support my social media. Show some love. Share. I would honestly really appreciate it. And thank you guys all so much. Love you guys. Let's keep it going. Thank you. Hey, you guys, just real quick before I go, I know we're getting on the topic of substance abuse, and down below, go ahead and share some websites where you guys could go. Anybody who's struggling with substance abuse or mental health, go ahead and reach out to these places. They're all free, and they're a huge help. Start the process, start the journey, and become a better version of yourself. Begin that path. These are places that I went to, that I took the first step to, and hopefully they could help you guys out too. They're all free, and you just have to be willing to commit and go on that journey. Please reach out and invest in yourself. That's one of the key components to succeeding is, putting in that time and that effort into yourself. Taking these steps are huge. They're tremendous for your self-growth. And don't you lose focus on that, because if you think about it, if you don't go and take these next steps, when or who is ever going to do it for you? It's all up to you, and it's all on your purpose, and you got to remember that and always keep that in mind. And I know the first step is the hardest step ever, but after that it becomes so easy. And don't you forget that, and keep it going. I have faith in you. And like I said previously, we're all here to support you. I'm here to support you. And don't stop. Reach out and get that help. And remember your vision. Remember your purpose. And let's find who we really are. Don't let the past bring us or tear down the future you. I believe in you. And now you just have to believe in yourself. And know your worth. Know what you're here on this earth to do. And just go from there. We're all given a gift, and we just have to discover it. Sometimes we got to shine it up because it's been covered in dirt for a while, but we'll get it. Any questions you have, anything, I'm here for you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on your vision. You got this. And just know everything will get better. Look yourself in the mirror and give yourself that inspiration, that advice that you need to hear from somebody else. You got this. Thank you guys so much. Love each and every single one of you guys. Let's go get it. Don't forget to follow me on all social media accounts. Reach out to me with any questions. I'm here for you guys. Love each and every single one of you guys. Let's go and find our purpose. Let's go find who we truly are. And let's make that difference within ourselves. We got this, you guys.